Okay, now we're live. All right, so we're just all done here. It's cold. It was fun feeding the birds at Mount Gimpo. Now we are going to continue the homeschooling day at Mirai Kaigetsu, the open office space that we rent and everything. So I do lessons there. She does like kimono demonstrations, classes there. So. Oh, you know what? I just had a thought. This is third culture parent time, or this is if you're living in Japan. You can live anywhere, but for us, because we're living in Japan, and you have an international marriage, and you're raising kids who are not typical Japanese, speak more than one language and everything. I just realized is a lot of speech contests, got canceled last year because of because the coronavirus and stuff, or they did it a different way. Anyway, I wonder what the speech contest is going to happen again in the new year with probably new rules. But one issue that I don't know if this has changed or not, but this is what I've heard. But so in the past, with my experience, kids who were third culture, had international parents, an English-speaking parent, were not allowed to enter speech contests because they had an advantage. People thought, but then I just realized now hold up, okay, if that is your point, that you have, let's say, our situation, an American English-speaking dad, and it's assumed that she speaks more English, so she is going to have an advantage. Obviously, we know that's not the case, because we've met many international English-speaking family where the dad speaks English, native English, and the kids, they don't speak any English at all. So it really depends on the family lifestyle and how much effort they put in.
Yeah.
They put into it, how much parenting effort. So it's not automatic, as people think it is.
At all.
At all. It takes effort. It doesn't happen by itself. With that in mind, I have a question. If I am a kendo master, and is my kid who also learns kendo, is he disqualified from kendo tournaments or volleyball or anything like that? You know what I mean? Because wouldn't they get an advantage? I mean, I guess if your dad was a baseball player and a good one, you should be disqualified for playing baseball too, right? Because don't you have an advantage in games growing up with baseball? I heard that maybe some places now that they allow mixed kids to enter, but that there's a box they have to check that says, my mom or dad is a native English speaker. But even then, it's what is that supposed to tell the judges?
Mm-hmm. What about not English speaker? What if my father is Russian, or my mom
exactly. I mean, that's a good question. I mean, I guess I'm asking you, Japanese lady, what do you think is the reasoning behind that to make things more fair? That they didn't allow, or they have to put an asterisk. They have to put a.
There's a bunch of the mom is from Philippines.
Sure.
And that is Japanese.
Yeah.
And I actually know the half kid.
Yeah.
Get into that. Participate in a speech contest. But of course, he's a Japanese name. And everything. But
maybe it's because not so obvious. I mean, again, it's not obvious that just because your kid is mixed, you have an English-speaking parent, doesn't necessarily mean that your kid is going to be able to speak fluent English. Yeah, you can go this way. I think keep going straight and around, we'll go behind the back.
Yeah.
Sakuramachi. Oh, we're going to the old place.
Yeah.
What about it? What are we going to do there? No, we're going to read and we're going to do writing. No?
No, we
No, this is it. Be- okay, maybe later after you... So you better finish all your studying in there, your reading, and the worksheets I have. Then that's fine. We don't have to do live. We're just doing it a live driving session right now. So I don't have to. I want to. I don't know, because I had the idea in my head, and before I was like, if I'm going to talk about it with your mom, let's just like talk about it with other people. Maybe they have the same idea or can give advice. I don't know. But you already know what we're focusing on when we go through them. Thank you. I just told you all the reasons why.
Why did you want to keep talking about this?
Because I think it's an important issue that only third culture parents and third culture families have to deal with. If you're just like a regular Japanese kid entering the speech contest, it's a contest to see how well you speak English or pronounce English. I think that's what it is.
That's what it is.
But that's just it. Is like, but then I remember a girl. I told you a story like a couple years ago. There was one girl who, yeah, she's full Japanese, but she had spent 3 years in San Diego. So she grew up in an American education system. She sounds American, but she's, full 100% Japanese, and you could tell that like she wasn't a speech contest. Hers was a whole performance.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was acting out and gesturing in a very natural.
I remember you told me.
And it blew everyone away, because the level, the kids that did it before her, they were.
Too bad right after her.
Oh, that girl! Oh my God! Yeah. So this girl is like, she's talking about like the Ueno Zoo. She's like, Zoe the elephant, she died, and blah 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 blah, like that. And it was just like the whole audience was just like stunned, because she was perfectly fluent, this Japanese girl. And then you could see like the girl right after her was kind of like, what am I doing? Like, shoot me now! What am I doing here? You cannot follow that. You cannot follow that at all. Unless the next girl was just like native level, even better performance. But there was a huge, so I don't know what the rules are for that. I mean, she got to the prefectural level finals, but definitely it's like, oh well, she's got an advantage because she spent time in the U.S. Huge, so I'm just wondering, is like, what these speech contest rules, who are they trying to protect or trying to make more fair in their minds, And is it really necessary? I mean, I guess if the rule's in there, there's a reason that they think that it should be in there. But dirty laundry. No. But yeah, I mean, it just hit me, the analogy of, it's like, okay, my dad's a kendo master. Why? I shouldn't be allowed to be in kendo competitions, right? Because I have an advantage. It's not fair against the other regular kids who are doing kendo for the first time. Anyway,
a lot of things doesn't make any sense.
that's my third culture parent thought for today. I just realized because I don't know, like, if she's going to be allowed to do a speech contest. I guess that's the thing for me, is a third culture parent, if she has this superpower of English and she's not allowed to use it and compete and be a champion in it, because there is a certain kind of misunderstanding that she has an advantage, then who is the speech contest for? And then how does that make her feel when it's like, hey, this is something I'm really good at?
Oh, then you told me that one of the Saki-chan, she got the Aiken test.
Oh yeah. Oh, so there was a student that you know, and she's homeschooled and she's fluent. She's mixed too, but totally fluent in English. You know, lived in Japan her whole life, and then took the Eiken, and then
Aiken
second grade, and then her interview. By the way, I'm sure she speaks English better than the interviewer, but she lost points because one detail that it said was like she didn't ask, may I come in? Because the ACAN interview is not about interview skills. It's about following the script of what, you know. So here's the thing: is like you're supposed to say, you know, open the door, may I come in? You know, you get that line right, and then yes, go ahead. But she opened the door. The interviewer already said, "Oh, come on in." So why would I ask when you already invited me in?
Exactly.
When you invited me in. So which actually shows like, oh, she is, you know, her listening comprehension. Oh, she heard, understood, and followed naturally. Why would I say, "May I come in?" after you invited me in? It, you know, and so that one detail knocked her points down. You know, because.
Oh my. Really?
No, I don't know. But so, you know, it's just, you have to look at that is like, what is the, you know, Aiken test really measuring? Is it, you know, is it really measuring, you know, comprehension and skills? Stop, red light. I'm so scared. You want to live around here?
It's nice.
Yeah, I like this. It's got a character, and I like this neighborhood, and the train's right there, and we're actually a pretty good walking distance from, you know, Sakurabachi and stuff. Anyway, so I'm just wondering what that does to her self-esteem, that she gets this test back and knows that she has this superpower, and then just kind of like, you know, this test basically then says on this one field, oh, you're wrong. That's like, she's not wrong. She acted properly, she understood, you know, so I don't know. That's why we're kind of like, I remember that, you know, one person's like, oh, you know, Koto-chan, can she take the Aiken test? And I was like, no, we don't take the Aiken test. I don't.
What do you mean? What is the Aiken?
Aiken is an English competency test in Japan that measures like how well you I guess understand English. Some of it, but I don't
I
it's,
like this stuff.
yeah, it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary for you.
Yeah, I already know most of them.
Well, I mean, you still have skills you're not, I think it's green, you can go. You know, you still have skills that you still need to work on. So test or no test, you know. So, you know, I mean, besides, you know, it used to be they used that test to be able to get into university. You know, it would help you get into university, but many universities are man, that guy. Well, that guy actually should stop, because it is a crosswalk. You know, crosswalk. I don't know why he just came out like New York. Go at the crosswalk over there. Ew. And but you know, many national universities they're not recognizing it. You know, they're switching more to was it like TOEIC or TOEFL? You know, comprehensive tests. So beep beep beep. Or so what? Cool, you're right. No, Japanese people are cool too, just in a different way.
Yeah.
You know.
I like more the American.
Why is that?
But which one is better? The coolest is America, because they're like more chill about
More chill, more relaxed.
And
Yeah.
But what? Japanese are more intense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in Japan, if it's like put together, like
Mhm.
if it's America and Japan put together, it's the best. If they're
You're right.
cool and also the street is clean and not that much homeless people, then I will be very happy.
I hear ya. That is cool.
Well, maybe I used to go.
Here, this is the new one right up here.
So I'm going far.
No, she wants to go to the old one,
Ah!
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So just keep going straight. We'll park. We're listening. Oh, Vietnamese. Riding their bikes, going shopping.
You.
Still live on. You're still good.
Yeah. Oh, Siobhan's on. Hey, Siobhan. She says Kodo's such a smarty pants. She's already got like, you know, double culture understanding. She's making comments about both cultures. Everything.
Smelly pants.
I'm a fluff.
You're a fluff.
Yeah.
You're a fluff. Yo, Mom, you got cash? You want to have lunch around here?
I have to go to bed.
Okay, well, there's bags around. I mean, like, we are here, so you want to go to the...
I want to go eat ramen.
Ramen.
I'm thinking about the, what's that cheap Italian family place?
Chantilly.
Ramen.
That's walking distance.
Ramen. R-A-A-N.
I want to go here sometime and get me the Ice Bind.
You just passed
They have a
by
German
the
restaurant.
bank.
No, it's okay. There's a bunch of banks we can go in walking distance.
No. It's right there.
I have to park first.
We have to park first,
But he was
Koto.
parking right there.
I don't. No, you're not allowed to park there. You just gotta wait there. So there's parking. Jeans.
Stupid stop.
Really? It's not too bad. It feels good.
Okay, I'm gonna park.
Like turn right here, and then there's a bunch of parking that's closer we can walk to. Don't park here. This is a 40 minute. It's like 100 yen for 40 minutes. If you go in a little bit deeper.
You just parked. You just
I
passed.
like to park right around there.
No, you just passed.
Should turn.
You just passed the 16 minutes 100 yen.
Oh.
We have more parking.
That's okay.
The 300 yen, 100 yen for 30 minutes park was.
100 years. Whoa, look at this. Oh, man. They're busting it down. Turn right, yeah.
Complex. They say complex.
Complex. Turn right around here. Oh, they're building something new. Yeah, I usually park over there. Well, if you can go, let's see what's here. All right, everyone. We'll see you later.